guys, welcome back to my channel. There have been so many changes in my life and I just wanted to do a quick update. Before we go any further, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. I do not post regularly, so if you want to know when I post, you must be subscribed. Anyways, as many of you know, at the beginning of this year, I announced on Instagram that I quit my job. I resigned from my position as the Assistant Clinical Professor of Dentistry in the Division of Restorative Sciences. And you know, it was bittersweet. There are so many reasons that I ended up leaving that job, and I'm not ready to talk about those reasons yet. Maybe in a future video, once I've collected all of my thoughts and I can say it in a way that's not like emotional. But year of 2020, I really want to focus on my future, and that is so scary because I've always had a really traditional path as a dentist. I graduated from dental school super young. I went to GPR and then I opened a practice, you know, like one after the other. I'm just your very traditional dentist. And there's tons of other traditional paths you can take as a dentist. You could be in corporate dentistry, you could work at a prison, you could work in low-income areas, you could be a speaker, you can become a KOL, you can work with certain brands, with product development and testing. There are a couple different things that you could do. Oh, obviously, and I forgot to mention, you could be in academia, which is what I did. But what I'm trying to do in this year is explore non-traditional paths. It's just such an interesting time to be a dentist. There are so many opportunities that we have now as dentists. And I think about this all the time because one of the things that really bugs me and I just cannot get behind is the fact that dental school is so expensive. It's just a crime. And I thought that I had a lot of student loans, but now I see dental students and they have like double the amount that I have. And I think that's insane, like insane. It's a crime. I'm sometimes concerned that people have this idea of what dentistry is. They get to the end and what if they don't end up like dentistry? Because people always ask me like, how'd you know you wanted to be a dentist? And I think that you just don't know. You don't know until you graduate and then you start working and you realize you like it or you don't. And if you like it, it's a blessing. And if you don't, I mean, it happens. And then what? You're stuck being something that you don't like because you're like indebted to this profession because you have what, $600,000 of student loans to pay back and you have to be a dentist now even though you hate it. I can't imagine life like that. So I always encourage all the students to start growing their brand on Instagram so that they can pivot if they need to. I've been super lucky. I love being a dentist and I love being a practice owner, and I'm really doubling down on my practice this year, but I wanted to open up my heart to see what I can do to make additional income as an influencer, because this is such foreign territory. I mean, in the last couple years, people have asked me to do some sort of deals with them, and I just say no because it's not something that I was taught to do. Like, I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how to negotiate deals, and it's just so foreign, you know? But this is the way the world is changing, and I don't know, somehow I've built myself up where people are asking me for certain things. Like, for example, people are asking me to speak at events. And it's just so bizarre because yes, there are speakers who are dentists, they are actually speakers, and then they start growing their Instagram. It's kind of like when a model or an actor needs to have an active Instagram account because that's the way that society looks at you these days, but they are actors or they are speakers. I'm a cosmetic dentist and I work in private practice. That's who I am. And yet because of my Instagram, people are asking me to speak. So I'm not a speaker, but I'm being asked to speak. It's kind of like the other way around. It's so bizarre to me that people even want to hear what I have to say because I'm not really a speaker. So I have been practicing speaking the last couple weeks. I just did another talk with the Cal Poly Pre-Dental Society, and I've been listening to books on how I can be a more effective communicator. The other thing that I've been doing is just networking with my fellow Asian hustlers. I went to Asian Hustle Network the other day and then just exchanged info with a lot of people in my area that are just doing great things. Sorry, my battery died. So yeah, I met all these amazing people with the same heart, and I just want to start getting to know other people and networking, and that's something that I've been terrified of doing all my life. I hate networking. I hate it so much. I'm so introverted, and going to these events like really takes a toll on me, but I know that I have to because people have been reaching out to me all my life. And I was just thinking, if I reach out to them back, things can accelerate much more quickly. Am I right? Am I right here? So I've been reaching out to agents or people who manage talent and seeing what I can do when it comes to going on shows or media, and seeing if that's something I even want to do or I'm even good at. I've been negotiating deals for speaking, which thank you to Vinia, who is my friend, who's a public speaker. She's been helping me do that. And I've been reaching out to a lot of the people that had reached out to me last year that I had said no to, just to let them know like, oh, hi, I'm here. Like, I would love to work with you now. And who knows, maybe it's too late. You're not supposed to say no to great opportunities that come your way, but that's the thing with last year. I don't think I was mentally ready for those opportunities, and my heart was just so closed to it. And I was just so devoted to being a professor. What I'm having trouble with now is figuring out how to keep my Instagram authentic while still being able to make money from it, because ultimately I want to start making money from my Instagram. I know that's like, oh my god, she's selling out. I put out so much content for free. 2 years of my life. My Instagram is now 2 years old. 2 years of my life, I didn't make a freaking cent off my Instagram. I just did it for the goodness of my heart. I stepped away from a paying job so that I can start doing more Instagram. I need to make it work. We all know what we can do as traditional dentists in the traditional career path of a dentist, but we don't know what is even possible if we start to embrace the non-traditional path. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, please drop them down below. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, please follow me, please engage with me, and please support me while I do the scariest thing I've ever done in my life, which is not have a plan. I'm really trying to embrace this. It's so hard, it's so hard. I've always been a planner, I'm a Virgo, but I know I can do this, and I know that if I go into the unknown, bigger and better things will happen for me than what I can even possibly imagine. So yeah, talk to you guys later.